Hello and welcome to the Pederscope. I am your host, Steve Pederson, and it is Totally Tubular Tuesday. Thanks to my daughter for coming up with that title. Totally Tubular Tuesday is rocking, coming your way. We're talking about keys to being the difference. This is episode number 72, entitled Gentleness. Thanks for joining me. I think it's a very appropriate title for today because I am, thank you for the love, I am experiencing a bunch of frustration this morning with technology, and so anyhow, let's not get rattled by that. Let's just keep rolling on here. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're talking about gentleness. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of gentleness? Do you think of baby lambs and fields of flowers? Do you think of a parent telling their child to be gentle as they're throwing their toys around the room? You know, it's not something you normally hear in a business setting. It's certainly not something you hear when it comes to athletics or being in the very competitive arenas of life. And as such, we normally associate being careful, or we normally associate it with being careful and being weak or being fragile. But it's not weak. It sounds weak, but it takes incredible strength to be gentle. Leo Roston said, "I learned that it is the weak who are cruel, and that gentleness is to be expected only from the strong." It takes thoughtfulness, it takes consideration and slowing down, it takes self-control and thinking before we speak, and that's why gentleness is so difficult. And what I've discovered is that the most difficult person in the world to be gentle with is yourself. Do you speak to yourself with gentleness? Do you, or would you speak to your best friend the way that you speak to yourself? These are great questions. Here's an action we can take today. As we've said, gentleness takes strength. It takes self-control. It takes patience. It takes awareness. So one of the things that we can do to just kind of help create more of an awareness for gentleness is maybe just write down the word gentle on a Post-it note, put it where you can see it, and then all throughout the day, I'm sure you will have opportunities to demonstrate gentleness to both yourself and to your fellow man. That's all I have for you today. Just a quick tip on how to be the difference. So thanks for joining me on today's Pederscope. Thanks for the love. Of course, all previous Pederscopes you can catch on my website. And also want to just remind you that if you check out this website, bit.ly/Pederscope, you sign up for my email and I will send you a free copy of my book, Keys to Being the Difference, when I have it all done and published. Thanks again for joining me. Take care. We'll catch you on the next Pederscope.